Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. 3 Israeli hostages were released from Gaza on Sunday, just hours after a fragile ceasefire between Israel and Hamas took effect. Israeli media broadcasted live footage of the 3 walking to Red Cross vehicles amid a chaotic scene as armed Hamas members struggled to control a swelling crowd. The hostages were immediately taken for medical assessment, and former President Joe Biden confirmed they appeared to be in good health. The truce, brokered by the U.S., Qatar, and Egypt, marks a crucial step towards ending the conflict and securing the release of nearly 100 hostages. The 42-day agreement includes the return of 33 Israeli captives, the release of hundreds of Palestinian prisoners, and an influx of humanitarian aid into Gaza. On January 20th, 2025, Donald Trump was inaugurated as the 47th President of the United States in a ceremony held inside the U.S. Capitol Rotunda due to extreme cold weather. Chief Justice John Roberts administered the oath of office, marking Trump's second non-consecutive term, a historical occurrence last seen with President Grover Cleveland. In his inaugural address, President Trump pledged a golden age for America, emphasizing unity, resilience, and a renewed commitment to national prosperity. The inauguration was attended by family members, former presidents, and tech executives, reflecting a broad spectrum of political and social figures. Following the ceremony, former President Joe Biden officially transferred power to President Trump and departed via Marine One. One of the biggest challenges facing the Democratic Party going forward is that the biggest states that support them are shrinking. Texas and Florida are growing rapidly, while California, Illinois, and New York are shrinking. With America's population shifting to the South, political influence is moving from reliably Democratic states to areas controlled by Republicans. Coming out of a presidential election where they lost all 7 swing states, Democrats are facing a demographic challenge that could reduce their path to winning the U.S. House of Representatives or the White House for the long term. If current trends hold through the 2030 census, states that voted for Vice President Kamala Harris will lose around a dozen House seats and Electoral College votes to states that voted for President-elect Donald Trump. The Democratic path to 270 Electoral College votes, the minimum needed to win the presidency, will get much narrower. The Brennan Center, which is left-leaning, projects Democratic states in 2024 would lose 12 seats in the next census. The right-leaning American Redistricting Project forecasts a similar blue-to-red shift, but pegged the loss at 11 seats, not 12. TikTok made a quick comeback after a Saturday night shutdown, with the company confirming on Sunday that it was restoring service. In a post on X, TikTok thanked President Trump for giving clarity to service providers, ensuring no penalties for keeping the app accessible to 170 million Americans and supporting small businesses. Google and Apple had removed the app from their stores in compliance with a law passed in April, which mandated ByteDance to divest due to national security concerns. Investors, including YouTuber Mr. Beast and Tesla CEO Elon Musk, have already expressed interest. Trump also stated that he wants the U.S. to hold a 50% stake in a joint venture, though it remains unclear whether he meant government ownership or an American company's investment. Last week, the FDA announced a ban on red dye number 3 in food, beverages, and ingested drugs, citing its links to cancer in animals discovered over 30 years ago. The synthetic additive has been used to give products a bright cherry red color. This decision follows a 2022 petition by advocacy groups and California's 2023 ban on the dye. Manufacturers have until 2027 and 2028 to reformulate food and drug products, respectively, with imported goods also required to comply. Advocacy groups hailed the move as a victory for the consumer health, while some companies like Ferrara have already begun phasing out the dye. Alternatives such as red dye number 40 are being used, though concerns remain over potential health risks associated with these substitutes. Thanks for watching Braintree today. We'll be right back with more after the break.
Hi, I'm Tom Lyons, a retired captain from the Quincy Fire Department and the author of the book Fighting Fire, A Proactive Approach. Do you know that electrical failures are the third leading cause of home fires? Cords and plugs led in this category, while extension cords dominated this category. To avoid these fires, plug heat-generated appliances directly into an outlet. Do not use power strips or extension cords on these appliances. Power strips are designed for use with electronics only. Do not put electrical cords underneath rugs or pinch behind furniture. Do not overload outlets. Charge laptops and phones on hard surfaces only. Finally, if an electrical device is not working as designed, it is time to repair it or replace it. Be conscious of your home environment and be safe, and thank you for doing so.
Welcome back. Now let's dive into some top stories happening in Braintree. A Braintree man was arraigned in Boston on Tuesday on sex trafficking charges following his arrest near Masson Cass. Prosecutors say 20-year-old Sakaris Gathers was taken into custody Monday night during an investigation by Boston police and state police targeting human trafficking. Detectives allegedly identified a known victim of exploitation in an online ad linked to sex trafficking and arranged a meetup. Gathers was arrested after arriving at the location with the victim, and police say they discovered crack cocaine in his possession. He pleaded not guilty and was ordered to be held on $50,000 bail with GPS monitoring and home confinement if released. A probable cause hearing is set for February 12th. After months of public searches and interviews, the Braintree School Committee has selected Tim McDonald, the current principal of Hollis Elementary School, as the town's new school superintendent. The 4-3 decision came after final interviews were conducted last week at Braintree Town Hall, just days before the committee's vote. McDonald was chosen over Melissa Ryan, the only other remaining candidate after Robert Beretta withdrew his application. Here's more from the council's meeting.
Again, I think, and just to repeat what some of the other people have said, he's highly respected in our community. He cares deeply about his students, their family, and the staff. Helping them each to reach their potential, and letting them know that they're important to the district. And I think our next superintendent needs to be a leader. And there are quite a few initiatives that we need to get through just this year alone. And again, the leader needs to set the tone. And I like the tone that Mr. McDonald has set at Hollis. And if he can bring that to the entire district, I think it will be, to all of our benefit. So I will be supporting Tim McDonald this evening. So I have a motion and a second. I'm going to do a roll call vote at this point. Mr. Fogarty.
Nay.
Mr. Rollo.
Yes. Aye.
And Joyce.
Aye.
Dr. Horak.
Nay.
Ms. Tuffy.
Nay.
Mr. Lynch.
Aye.
And the chair votes aye. It is 4-3. Mr. McDonald will be our next superintendent. We will go into negotiations next. And we will contact the MASC with our decision. So thank you very much. Thank you all.
Braintree will honor Justine Huang as the 2025 Martin Luther King Jr. Citizen of the Year at a celebration on Thursday, January 30th at 6:30 p.m. in Cahill Auditorium. The annual award recognizes individuals who embody Dr. King's legacy by fostering inclusivity in the community. Huang is being recognized for her work with the Chinese American Association of Braintree, where she promotes cultural exchange through events like the Lunar New Year celebration and Mid-Autumn Festival. She also supports Chinese-speaking residents and helps new residents get integrated into the community through educational sessions. All are invited to attend the event. Braintree's third annual Lunar New Year Festival brought the community together at Braintree High School to celebrate the Year of the Snake with cultural performances, food, and festivities. Organized by the Chinese American Association of Braintree and the BHS Asian Student Association, the event featured an expanded indoor market with local vendors and a variety of Asian cuisines. The highlight of the day was the lion dance eye-dotting ceremony, captivating attendees with its symbolic and vibrant performance. The festival offered a lively celebration of Asian culture, bringing residents together to ring in the Lunar New Year. The Braintree Senior Center has an exciting lineup of activities this January, including weekly free movie screenings every Friday at 1 p.m. and Learn to Play pool sessions with Kathy, open to men and women every Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Special one-time events include a $2 craft class to make Valentine's Day pieces and a cornhole team event, both on January 27th at 1 p.m. Then on January 28th, the center will hold an Alzheimer's support informal meeting at 4 p.m. For more information, call the center at 781-848-1963. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more stories in the area.
Well, it may be winter, but there's always something going on at their public library. I'm here to share some library news and tell you about some of our upcoming events. Starting this month, the library has a new museum pass reservation system. The Friends of Thayer Public Library sponsor the Museum Pass program, allowing us to offer discount admission to 10 area museums such as the Children's Museum, the Museum of Science, the Isabella Stewart Gardner, and the Museum of Fine Arts, as well as other attractions such as the New England Aquarium, Zoo New England, Historic New England, and the Mass Parks Pass for free parking. Visit theirpubliclibrary.libcal.com/passes to reserve a discount museum pass online or call our reference desk for assistance. For those who prefer to stay home during the winter months, the library presents Author Hour in Massachusetts, a series of virtual author talks featuring some of the publishing industry's top trending writers in partnership with the Tewksbury Public Library. The webinars will all be held from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Zoom. Please visit our event calendar at theirpubliclibrary.libcal.com and search for Author Hour to see the complete list. Registration is required in order to receive the Zoom link. Register through the event calendar on our website, in person at the reference desk, or over the phone at 781-848-0405, extension 4417. And please spread the word that starting on January 25th, our English Conversation Circle will meet weekly on Saturday afternoon from 3 to 4 p.m. instead of on Thursday morning. For families, the Children's Department always has a lot going on. Community volunteer story time and craft with local picture book author Jessie Pilch Loeb reading from her book, What's Going On with Papa Bear. That's after school on Tuesday, January 28th at 4 p.m. And please save the date of Saturday, February 1st for the library's family celebration of Lunar New Year, 11 a.m. to 12 noon. For information about all the events at the library, visit theirpubliclibrary.org/events. Pick up a print calendar at the library or call the library at 781-848-0405 or email our reference desk at braintreema.gov.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now let's get right into more stories. Massachusetts Attorney General Andrea Campbell and state lawmakers have introduced the STUDY Act, a bill aimed at redistricting student cell phone use during school hours to create a distraction-free learning environment. The proposal would require all public schools to establish policies on their use of cell phones, tablets, and other electronic devices, with exceptions for certain personal needs. Some districts, including Brockton, Newton, Methuen, and Lowell, have already implemented similar bans. The bill also mandates education on the negative effects of social media on mental health. Campbell says the legislation prioritizes students' well-being by reducing distractions and addressing issues like cyberbullying and stress. South Boston's iconic St. Patrick's Day Parade, a beloved spring tradition, will be a bit shorter this year as organizers work to streamline the event. While the parade route remains the same, fewer groups have been invited to march, reducing its overall length. Another potential change is an earlier start time, though final decisions are still being discussed with Boston police and city officials. Organizers say the adjustments aim to improve the parade experience while maintaining its rich tradition. A water main break is forcing the closure of the Quincy District and Juvenile Courts on Wednesday, January 22nd. Court system spokeswoman Jennifer Donahue confirmed the shutdown, saying the courthouse will remain closed for the entire day. The district court, which serves several communities including Quincy, Braintree, and Weymouth, was set to begin jury selection in the trial of New England Patriots safety Jabril Peppers, who has pleaded not guilty to strangulation and domestic violence charges. There have been no updates on when court proceedings will resume. The Norfolk County Sheriff's Office in partnership with the Municipal Police Training Committee, is organizing a blood drive on January 31st at 42 Thomas Patton Drive in Randolph. This community event runs from noon to 5 p.m. and offers a chance to help save lives by donating blood. To participate, register for a time slot by scanning the QR code or visiting redcrossblood.org. A texting scam targeting Massachusetts drivers has resurfaced, claiming they owe money for unpaid Easy Pass tolls through Easy Drive, Massachusetts. Known as smishing, scammers send fake texts or emails urging drivers to click a link to avoid late fees. The Massachusetts Department of Transportation warns that it never sends bills or account information via text. MassDOT Highway Administrator Jonathan Gulliver advises people to ignore, delete, and avoid interacting with such messages. If concerned, validate toll information directly at Easy Drive website or by calling 877-627-7745. If you've clicked a link, secure your accounts, notify your bank, and report the scam to the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center. Thanks for watching Braintree today. We'll be right back with more in entertainment. Welcome back to Braintree Today. This week in entertainment, we have 3 movie recommendations for you to watch. First, Back to Action follows elite spies, Matt and Emily, who after vanishing for 15 years from the CIA, jump back into the world of espionage when their cover is blown. The film stars Cameron Diaz and Jamie Foxx. You can watch Back to Action now on Netflix. Up next, MLK FBI is a documentary that explores the U.S. government's surveillance and harassment of Martin Luther King Jr. through newly declassified files. Directed by Sam Pollard, you can watch MLK FBI now on Amazon Prime Video. And finally, Saturday Night follows producer Lorne Michaels and a ferocious troupe of young comedians and writers as they prepare for the first broadcast of Saturday Night Live on October 11, 1975. You can watch Saturday Night now on Netflix. That'll do it for news today. Remember, if you're a customer of Verizon, you can watch BCAM TV in high definition on channel 2128. You can also now see us in high definition on Comcast on channel 1073. I'm Martha Konstandinidis, and thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll see you next time.